So I spent a couple summers in Costa Rica. I lived with a local family, didn't speak the language, but was completely immersed. And one weekend they were like, we're going bungee jumping. I am not into anything like this at all. And we got there and it was the tallest bridge in Costa Rica. And I did it. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. My daughter better never do that. I grew up in Pleasanton and I've been teaching here in Dublin ever since Fallon opened. And I live in Pleasanton still with my husband and my daughter, who's 8 years old. I got my teaching credential at Cal State East Bay, used to be Cal State Hayward. I teach third grade here at John Green. They love learning so much at this age and they just like are sponges. They want to absorb and learn and they have so many questions. They're really, really fun to teach. My whole life I always loved school. I loved my teachers. I always looked to my teachers as role models and they made a difference for my life and I realized, you know what, I think this is really what I want to do. This is my passion and working with kids is a place where you can definitely make a difference.
I'm from Tucson, Arizona, home of the Arizona Wildcats, my alma mater. I have 2 kids, married to Marcia for 38 years. Former teacher, taught special ed, I was a youth counselor. I've done a lot of things, I coached a lot of basketball. There's nothing like that feeling of stepping on the court when you're a kid and the joy you get from playing a game. That feeling is still here, still here, still here. I've been in education 40 years. I made it my life. I serve as a campus supervisor here, and it's kind of my retirement job. So I try and be a positive role model, a mentor, just somebody they can come and talk to. I've been blessed with a good life. I realized later on when I got older the impact that I could have in just saying one thing to a kid. Smiling, a fist bump. That's all they needed sometimes. And I understand that now. When I was younger, I didn't understand that. But I do now.
So my personal philosophy that I live by is don't make a choice that you will regret. So make no regrets. I'm born and raised in the Bay Area. I have a bachelor's in mass communications and public relations. I worked in the high-tech field for many years. I very much enjoyed my work. When my husband and I met in college and when we decided to start a family, my focus shifted. I became a stay-at-home mom and now we have 2 daughters. My youngest was enrolled in a co-op preschool and so parents were very hands-on. It was nice. It was great to watch her thrive in that environment. That's what made me want to be a part of TK. Once my youngest was in kindergarten and the other was in 3rd grade, I wanted to get back into working. An instructional aide for TK position opened up at Murray Elementary. I worked at Amador and Cole. There's so many fond memories of being with the 4- and 5-year-old kids. It's fun. They keep me young at heart. Thinking back to when the students first started here, they're shy. And then by the end of the school year, they're so outgoing and they've made friends and they've come a long way with their skills and they can move on to kinder.
My personal philosophies are that you can always be kind. If you really, really want something, you can really get it by working really hard. And if there's something that really bothers you continually, you have to step up and then change it. So I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. And I went back to India with my parents when I was 2 years old. I came back to pursue graduate studies. I went to Princeton University and finished a PhD in geosciences and worked at NASA for a couple of years on a project about life on Mars. And then I had my 3 kids. One is a senior at Rice University, one is a freshman at UC Davis, and one is still at Dublin High, he's a junior. This is my 6th year as a media tech in Green Elementary. Green was the perfect place for me because I could pursue reading with kids and teaching them about being kind and teaching them how to care for each other. I hope I'm making a difference in my community and I'm very proud of what I do every day.